Imagine a world where Gabriel Macht, the suave Harvey Specter from Suits, became Batman.
Beautiful, isn't it?
In this video, we uncover the almost reality of Macht stepping into the Dark Knight's shoes. This is the story of a Batman that could have been. DC and the CW's Arrowverse featured a weird set of corporate-mandated rules that didn't always make sense, such as the fact that Superman could appear on the shows, eventually receiving his own series, but not Batman. While there's no doubt the Arrowverse did more than okay with the characters it could use, there are numerous missed opportunities to look back on, such as casting Gabriel Macht as Batman. Despite the producers making it clear that the Dark Knight was out of bounds for them, there were always whispers and rumors that Bruce Wayne could make it onto the Arrowverse at some point. In fact, he did show up as Kevin Conroy played him in a crossover special, while Warren Christie appeared in a covert way in Batwoman. However, a popular fan casting that continues to do the rounds to this day pointed towards Macht, who had shined as Harvey Specter on Suits, receiving the opportunity to play the superhero on the small screen. When the legal drama Suits debuted in 2011, it was a hit show. Sure, it fell into the typical tropes and pitfalls of the genre, but it succeeded because of its lead stars, including Gabriel Macht as Harvey Specter. As the ultimate closer in town, Harvey strutted around with confidence and swagger, attracting attention wherever he went and never being afraid to ruffle feathers. It also helped that the man looked good in a suit and oozed more charisma than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in WWE. For all intents and purposes, he epitomized how most comic book fans see Bruce Wayne. He walks into a room and everyone stops to bask in his presence. Macht was no fresh-faced newcomer when he was cast as Harvey. He was an established 39-year-old actor, but he hadn't yet found the role to define him until he was cast on Suits. For 9 seasons, audiences tuned in to see him in the part, and he became one of the most beloved TV characters in this period. A year after Suits debuted, the Arrowverse took flight with the start of Arrow in 2012. It continued to expand outward with the addition of more shows and characters, with recognizable TV actors such as Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell finding their way into the universe. Naturally, fans looked to other popular shows of the era for potential castings of well-known heroes and villains. Expectedly, it wasn't hard to imagine Macht stepping out as Bruce, or even with a cowl over his face. Also, isn't his authoritative voice just perfect for the Caped Crusader?
Who went out, got the gun, aimed it, and fired it at my head.
The Arrowverse officially wrapped up in 2023, paving the way for James Gunn and Peter Safran's new DCU. With that, also ended the chances of Gabriel Macht playing Batman in a CW show. The actor, though, had previous experience playing a superhero, as he portrayed Denny Colt, or Spirit, in Frank Miller's The Spirit. As per Empire, Miller selected Macht after an audition, and Lionsgate thought the actor possessed a devilishly charming quality. Anyone who's read this series can understand why Macht looks the part, and it seemed like a perfect casting on a surface level. Unfortunately, The Spirit bombed, making only $39 million from a $60 million budget, and the reviews weren't too kind to it either. Macht would make another comic book movie, appearing as Robert Price in 2009's Whiteout, which was a film adaptation of Greg Rucka and Steve Lieber's comic series. It also failed to ignite the world, making just $17.8 million from a $35 million budget. In 2013, Gabriel Macht revealed that he had been in the running to play Batman for Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Posting on X, he said, "Fans had to withdraw from Batman running due to scheduling of Suits. Respect to Ben Affleck, he's gonna kill it." It's a fascinating what-if to consider, and how it might have changed the course of the DC Extended Universe, we'll never know. However, Macht has largely been more successful on TV than in film, so it's tough to imagine him as a big-screen Dark Knight. As such, he would have been better suited for the Arrowverse, and possibly leading a show after his time on Suits came to an end. While Macht never addressed the fan castings of him playing Batman, he did post about The Dark Knight again in 2017. Taking to his Instagram account, he shared a cute story about how he and his son argue about who's really Batman before paying tribute to Adam West, who had passed away. What's clear from these posts is that Macht certainly held a keen interest in the character, and if the opportunity for him to play the superhero had presented itself, he probably would have said yes to it. Sadly, fans are unlikely to ever know what he could have done with the part. If you enjoyed this video and want more fascinating insights into the world of movies and superheroes, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories and discussions. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think could have played an iconic role differently? And remember, for the latest in movie news and speculative wonders, keep watching. Until next time.